Hello again everyone, this is Michinatsu. In this video, I would love to share 5 pieces of advice that I would love to give to my teenage self when I was just starting to learn English. As I often say on my YouTube channel though, learning English is not just about the language itself, I believe. I think it has to involve some study ethos and a bunch of core values. Some of the advice that I'm sharing today may not seem directly related to English learning. However, I believe you will find them valuable in the long run. I hope the tips will be helpful for both beginners and those who have been learning English for a while. By the way, this is all my personal opinion, but it's all from my experiences, so I hope you guys understand that. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, if you have got any questions, comments, please let me know. I would love to hear what you have to say. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you're more than welcome to as well. Alright, let's get right into it. Number 1, understand that some words cannot be translated perfectly between English and Japanese. Alas, some people cannot accept it at all. Well, a common issue for those struggling with English conversation will be, some people try so hard to translate Japanese perfectly into English. Well, each language has its own unique expressions and ways of communication. It's totally natural that some stuff can't translate perfectly, or I would say nicely. Words like うやうやしい, respectful in English. I mean, it's not wrong, but it's not correct, is it? Or 晴れ晴れとした, clear, sunny, bright. It's a little tricky, isn't it? しっくりこない, しっくりこない. It doesn't sit right. Well, it doesn't sit right, does it? Each word has its own nuances and not fully translate into English. But I want you to remember that it's not like one language is better than the other. Instead of getting frustrated, you need to accept that this is just the nature of language. Realizing this can change your perspective on learning English. I often talk about study ethos in my videos, and I believe that learning English is actually a process of relearning Japanese, if you admit it or not. Rather than trying to make English and Japanese equivalent, we need to appreciate each language as they are. And then I can imagine some people come up to me and say, probably younger myself would say, how do you learn English without Japanese? Well, let's say there is a table in front of me, and what I do is I don't put Japanese and English together on the desk. I would put only English on the desk and learn English with a help of Japanese. So of course I can use Japanese, but I'm not going to put them so close. Like if I have to use Japanese, I put Japanese a little bit further down, if that makes sense. I think this mindset can help us develop an English brain alongside a Japanese brain. I believe we can't mix them up together. If you agree with me or not, that's what I believe. I'm not going to go deep in this topic in this video though. I wanted to share that it's important to embrace English as they are. You don't have to make your life harder by digging into all the trivias and the things that you don't have to think about and translate perfectly and stuff. See the language as they are. That's the key, I believe. Number 2, the key to learning English is definitely output. And what you really need for that is actually a bit of courage. I recently received a comment on one of my videos, and he or she said they use the same phrases in a conversation. I have realized that we actually know quite a few phrases in English. Let's say as a response, we say, I see, fair enough, I understand what you mean, I get you, I know what you mean, I get what you mean, as such. However, we stick to okay, don't we? Okay. Do you know why? It's because okay is comfortable and easy, isn't it? So what can we do to step out of the comfort zone and use the new expressions? I believe it needs a bit of courage. Using the new phrases, it makes you nervous. You get nervous and you feel even a sense of fear. But then you take out a bit of courage and then say it. And if it makes sense, I mean, when you see that the other person has just understood you, you go, oh, it made sense. I could use that expression next time. By your small achievements, it makes it only easier for you to use them next time. I think output, of course, improves your English, but I believe this small courage boosts your English skills gradually. Output might sound simple, but it really comes down to a series of small acts with courage, I believe. Number 3, always use kind words. Some people believe that using slangs make them sound more like native speakers, and some people believe that using complicated, fancy words would make them look cool, intelligent and smart, right? I constantly disagree with this. And I know some people would say, oh, but I can't use only casual expressions in a business scene. Of course, but my question is, why are you trying to jump into fancy expressions before you master simple expressions? You can't explain stuff to kids, but why are you trying to impress adults by using fancy vocabulary? That's my question. And I know you can't say anything about it. I stand strong in this point. Let's say in a store, I'm working and there is a customer who is clearly not Australian. She's traveling and she seems to be having a difficulty in understanding my English. And what would happen if I started using a bunch of Australian slangs to that lady? It's not effective communication, is it? Or what if you use complicated jargon in a public speech to impress people? Is it really cool? I don't think so, because the most important thing is people understand what you say. I value simplicity, clarity, and kindness in language. And you can practice anywhere, anytime. Whatever your English level is, wherever you are, you can do them and they can't go wrong. I encourage myself at least to do the same. Keep doing it. Whether you're fluent in English, whether you're not, it doesn't matter. But again, kindness is always there for us, I believe. Number 4 is going to be quite short. I don't want to talk about it too long. Embrace your Japanese identity. You don't have to hide the fact that you are Japanese. The last one, copy as much as you can. It can apply to playing the instrument or even dancing or singing and something like that. So copying is definitely a key. I didn't have many opportunities to meet native speakers, though from movies, podcasts, or materials that I got from the school, I copied the audio as much as I could. I tried to replicate. I didn't know what was happening exactly, but I was pretending like I could be fluent in English, and I actually enjoyed the process, and it has been working. After moving to Australia, of course, I can't copy people on the street, right? Talking to myself, just repeating what people have just said. When I'm in the city, I try to listen to how people talk and what they say or what kind of words they use. Actually, I'm in an intense focus mode and try to just get whatever I can from people. I try to absorb it and try to replicate it. So probably that's why now I might sound a bit different in front of the camera, but since I started working in Australia, probably I get a little bit more Australian accent because I'm being surrounded by Australian people, right? And I don't think it's a bad thing because anything can be a textbook. Stay humble and try to learn from other people or any materials. Here's my favorite quote. Excuse me. By owning my flaws, imperfections, it keeps me humble, and there is only growth. When I accept that my English is not perfect, I can be humble. Just accept the fact. Just stay humble and try to learn from people. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you've got any questions, comments, please let me know. If there's any advice that you would love to tell yourself, younger yourself, share with me. Put it down below in the comments section down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you're more than welcome to as well. All right. I see you in the next video soon.